The right to offend is not some pesky little part of freedom of speech that we have to put up with. It is the heart and soul and lungs of freedom of speech. It is the coursing lifeblood of human progress. It is the instigator of liberty and modernity and science and understanding. What a laughing stock today's student leaders are, that they can so casually dismiss the right to be offensive without realizing that their lovely, enlightened lives are the gift of individuals who gave offense. Offensiveness is not just something we have to begrudgingly accept. Offensiveness is the motor of human progress.
Now broadcasting from the Right to Offend Media Studios in sunny South Florida, bringing you the latest in politics, current events, art, and pop culture. This is the Whitfield Report Live with Sam Whitfield.
But giving offense is good. In fact, it's essential.
Happy New Year, everyone, and welcome to the Whitfield Report here on Right to Offend Media. I am your host, Sam Whitfield, and
a very real round of applause.
Great to be back in 2025.
Happy New Year.
With Mortheous and Max and everyone here at the network, and we appreciate you coming out to help out with the show, and I hope everyone had a great holiday season. And we've got a jam-packed show for you tonight. And we also have some new listeners, hopefully. So if you're not familiar with what Right to Offend Media is, this is our network. But more
we actually have a full award show, Sam, planned. I'm not sure you knew that.
Oh, we have an award show. Well, that's terrific. Well, before we get into the awards, though, I've got this really, speaking of things that should get awards, I've got a video that Max made a few years ago that explains what Right to Offend is. And it's actually taken from a speech done by Brennan O'Neill. The speech itself is good, but I like Max's better. So if you want to know what Right to Offend Media is all about, this is that. So it's a couple minutes long, but I think it's worth the watch. So let's check it out.
700 years ago, if someone had come to Oxford and stood here and said, "I think everyone should be allowed to read the Bible, even peasants," that person would have been described as offensive. He would have been denounced, shouted at, and eventually no platform. 200 years ago, if someone had come to Oxford and stood here and said, "I don't believe in God," that person would have been described as offensive. He would have been ridiculed, yelled at. 100 years ago, if someone had come to Oxford and stood here and said, "I think a man should be allowed to have sex with another man," that person would have been described as offensive. He would have been booed, hissed at, no platform. So when today's student leaders clamp down on offensive stuff, they're actually carrying on a very long tradition. A tradition whereby the creme de la creme of British society take it upon themselves to police the parameters of acceptable thought and to exclude offensiveness from the academy.
Need to say it's not okay. This hate conversation was not their intention. We understand that jokes are jokes, things are things, but at the end of the day, if it's promoting hate and it's promoting discrimination, you are directly a cause of it if you're allowing it to happen and you're not doing anything about it, and that goes for anyone in this country.
Throughout history, the church, politicians, universities have always branded certain ideas offensive and have waged war against them.
Yet you all come to us young people for hope. How dare you? You have stolen my dreams, my childhood, with your empty words.
Today, student leaders do the same. They carry out one of the oldest, foulest forms of intolerance, intolerance of anyone who gives offense. But giving offense is good. In fact, it's essential. Humans have long had the urge to offend against the natural order, the religious order, the moral order, and in the process, they have pushed humanity forward.
A person that comes here and has crowds that go further than any eye can see, there's nobody that can see the end of this crowd. That's not somebody that lost an election, and now because of it, our country is being destroyed.
In fact, pretty much every leap forward in history, pretty much every freedom we enjoy is a product of individuals having given offense.
It costs twice as much to fill my truck up with gas. It costs twice as much to fill my cart up with groceries, milk, bacon, everything's more expensive. You want to add on to your house, that's all more expensive. That's a direct result of Joe Biden messing up the supply chain.
Having offended against the orthodoxies of their age. Offensiveness is not just something we have to begrudgingly accept. Offensiveness is the motor of human progress.
Donald J. Trump is now president of the United States.
The right to offend is not some pesky little part of freedom of speech that we have to put up with. It is the heart and soul and lungs of freedom of speech. It is the coursing lifeblood of human progress. It is the instigator of liberty and modernity and science and understanding. What a laughing stock today's student leaders are, that they can so casually dismiss the right to be offensive without realizing that their lovely, enlightened lives are the gift of individuals who gave offense. I know what some student leaders will say. Oh, but our no platforming is about protecting individuals. We only want to protect women from misogyny and black students from racism. So our intolerance is progressive. Please, how progressive is it to say that female students are so fragile that they can't cope with seeing a pair of tits in the sun? No, without falling apart. That doesn't sound progressive to me. That sounds paternalistic. How progressive is it to say that black students need these wise white student leaders to protect them from harmful ideas? Because that doesn't sound progressive to me. That sounds neo-colonialist. The fact is, today's student leaders aren't protecting individuals, they're protecting an idea. And it is the most mainstream status quo idea of the 21st century, the idea of human vulnerability. The poisonous notion that humans are fragile and therefore our speech and our relations must be monitored and policed. It is this misanthropic, orthodox idea that they promote and which they protect from criticism as surely as priests once ring-fenced their beliefs from ridicule. In this choking climate, we have got to move beyond talking about a right to offend. We have to talk about a duty to offend. Anyone who cares for freedom, anyone who believes that humanity only progresses through being daring and disrespectful now has a duty to rile and stir and outrage, a duty to break out of the new grey conformism, a duty to ridicule the new guardians of decency, a duty to tell them, fuck your orthodoxy.
Alrighty then. So that is basically what the concept of right to offend is as an idea.
Yeah, I came across that speech a few years ago. I don't even remember how. and it just struck a chord with me. You know, I've always been obviously into like art that kind of maybe hits the fringes and different varieties, and you run across censorship real early if you like any kind of edgy art at all, and you start to grow disdainful for it because you're just trying to. It starts non-politically, at least for me it did, Sam.
Yeah.
You know, and then the politics form on top of that, and it was why I have a healthy distrust of both sides. Is at one point it was the right wing trying to censor the shit that I like, you know.
Yeah. But then, as they
it wasn't even that long ago.
It's in
literally the last 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good evening, Apex. Happy New Year to you. And
good evening, Sammy. Happy New Year to you and all of the RTO Media family, including especially everybody here. Thanks for having me. I know I just kind of popped in unannounced, but you dropped the link in the group chat. You say anybody's welcome. So you bet your ass if I'm free, I'm going to be here.
Yeah, we appreciate you showing up, and
I love you guys. I hope you had a great Christmas and are off to a good start of a new year. You know,
indeed,
we're pretty early in.
Well, my wife has been feverishly working on an award. I made a joke, Sam. Here, I'll give the setup, and then it's gonna way overperform, I think. So I was drinking a little last night, and I jokingly said we should have an award show, and she was like, yeah, and we joked about some. I don't know. She's writing it all down, and then she's even put like graphics up and stuff. And so yeah, there's a couple that we might even want an audience poll on, I believe, too.
Ooh.
But yeah, there's categories, man. It's crazy.
Man. What kind of awards are we talking about?
So they would be the first annual Right to Offend Media presents the Tim Awards.
Yeah, or the Timmies, as we could call them,
like Timmer, like that kind of
exactly. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and why it's it's because if you listen to Bits and Bones, guys might know Tim. Tim kind of got me into podcasting, and I thought it's a nice way to honor him. Also, it's a really funny name for an awards because somebody's going to say, "Who's Tim?" And it's just some cool dude I know.
You don't know Tim?
Yeah, you don't know Tim? He's dope. Yeah, he does the show. You should listen to it.
Yeah, nobody knows who Oscar is, and yet we
Exactly. I figured you get that nice, strong name that nobody has any idea who the fuck it really is anyway.
Yeah, so the Timmy. It's also so close to the like tism. There's a lot of like play. You know what I mean? It's good. I like it.
Yeah, it's a solid name that doesn't mean anything, and that I think is a good foundation.
Exactly.
And that was the kind of thinking. Is I was drunk, I was throwing away bad jokes, and then she started coming up with serious, like, okay, well, if we're going to give awards, we should be nice and give some awards to people that deserve it. And I was like, that's a good idea. And then
Max and
I come up here,
make a joke out of it.
And she's got like artwork, and like she's like, oh my God, am I going to finish it in time for the show? So I was like, this is like a cocktail napkin joke idea that she's put way more effort in, and she's worried and nervous. And I think that's hilarious.
God bless Maxine. It's adorable, and I love it.
So
that's why I love it. Go ahead.
Yeah, you whenever you're ready, we can do that. But I know you had a whole show lined up. You didn't even know about the awards, Sam. So what else we got going on?
Well,
chaos.
Yeah, chaos.
In the right-wing party, right?
Anarchy. Mayhem in the streets.
There's chaos, in the political world, and then I hate to say it, but it seems like 2025 started with a literal boom, at least in.
I'm glad it's you that made that joke, Sam.
Hold on, you guys.
He's the only one of us that could get away with it.
Well, hold on. I would. Say that
you could too.
Yeah, no, all of us would say that joke. I'm just glad you did.
That's fair. But what honestly, I only learned about the boom after the shit on Bourbon Street.
Yeah, I was saying to this just before we went on. There are two separate incidents, Sam. There was a terror attack, and then there was an explosion involving a Tesla that we're not sure exactly what happened. Kind of get deal. I don't want to say
it didn't even blow the windows out of the Trump Tower that it was parked 10 feet in front of. Like the Tesla Cybertruck, like withheld so much of the explosion that it didn't actually do any real damage to any of the.
Oh my God! It's an inside job from Tesla to show how durable a Cybertruck is. That's
you know what? Kekius, I would not put it past Kekius Maximus or whatever the fuck he's named himself on Twitter recently, after calling all of us fucking subtards, after switching to our party like fucking 3 weeks ago or whatever, you know. So yeah, I mean, anarchy in the political social media space. It's been pretty fun. I've actually very much enjoyed fucking with people, but I do not want to minimize the loss of life. There was an explosion in a Tesla Cybertruck, but on Bourbon Street, dude, there's a bunch of fucking
like
people.
15 confirmed dead the last I had checked.
And even more injured, like severely. It's another
and again, the quick headline I caught right before we went on air from Yahoo, it was through Fox News, said that he was like ISIS inspired or whatever.
Well, he's got a flag hanging off the back of the fucking truck that he was driving, and it's like it's an ISIS flag effectively, and he but confirmed an immigrant that crossed Eagle Pass like 2 days ago.
We don't know if this is connected to the Tesla thing, which is, again, I believe in Texas, and it's a completely separate incident. See, people are already conflating the two because it's like it's January 1st. Yeah, Sam, we just all woke up from New Year's like, yay! Oh wow, okay.
Well. To be fair, Max, before you told me that they were separate, I thought that they were this. I thought
a lot of the news is even confusing. Like just scrolling through social media because they mega cover like one of these events. They're mega covering them both side by side, and that's like the new, Elon Musk world. I mentioned, Sam. I did a video a couple years ago about the dead internet theory, right? When it was very unpopular, actually. And it was right at the time that Elon bought Twitter. And one of the things going back, because I want to remake that video now, looking at everything that's happened since. And one of the things going back that I said in there is their biggest fear is that the bot farms that they're using on Twitter, they're afraid he's going to not turn them off, but turn them on for his own ends. And Sam, until everybody went nuts at Elon about a week ago, I was like, I can't make that video because my conclusion to the video, Sam, you see where I'm going with this, right? Is that he did turn the bot farm on for his own good, and it's worse than ever.
Of course, yeah, he's literally turned the site into what it was before he bought it for his own sake. But even more than that, it has
bigger tentacles and it has more AI built in. So it's like a way more sinister version of what it used to be.
It's even more centrally controlled. Yeah. It used to be like a farm of fucking liberal libtards. Now,
but a week and a half ago, I felt that saying that out loud would have gotten me run off like a leper.
I saw a video of him at Mar-a-Lago around the time people were getting banned like crazy with him and his phone in front of his face while Trump is doing his signature dance right the fuck next to him in front of a bunch of cameras before Elon's like, oh shit, and then puts his phone in his pocket. But I wanted to say, given Elon's propensity his fervor for hiring, immigrants to do high-level jobs, it would not surprise me if that whole Tesla blowing up the Trump Tower was an Elon job, because it was clearly someone inexperienced on an H-1B, hired to do a high-level job that, fucked up because they weren't a white American. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know what the point of that was, but it was
that's the funny thing. Really is he's being very autistic on the issue, in my opinion. And so are other people, but they're doing it as a reaction to him, so it's funny. But like, the H-1B visa thing, we all know, we probably want some of the fucking high tier people from other countries, and
of course we do.
Trump has said, and this is the reason I got on board with Trump before a lot of people even got laughed at about it, was Trump talked about this issue. He's the one that brought this issue into the mainstream, talking about it needed reforms. And he had an unwilling Congress in 2017 when he took the reins. There was a Republican Congress that had no interest in immigration issues at all, as evidenced by the fact they fought him on the fucking border, they fought him on the wall, they fought him on H-1B visas, they fought him on every step of his immigration was fought, not by the Democrats, Sam, as we know, but by the incumbent Republicans, who then got voted the fuck out because that's what happens. But the problem is they didn't get replaced by people more hardline on immigration. They got replaced by Democrats, thus led to the second half of his term with the Congress now was heavily Democrat. So of course he couldn't get shit done. Right. And then obviously Joe Biden comes in. That's chaos at the border. We all know that. Now that they're coming back in, if he can bring H-1B visa reform to the forefront, I think that's actually a great thing, because otherwise, having the screaming match at each other about H-1B visas is exactly why they've not been reformed for the last 30 fucking years. And that's exactly why you have the chain migration problems you do. This is something I've been speaking on a long time, Sam. The chain, you can look at the Center for Immigration Studies for most of my citation. If I have anything to add, right? If you want to look into anything I'm saying, it's because I've been reading Center for Immigration Studies for about 15 fucking years. And I'm telling you, that was the thing even before Trump, where Ross Perot brought this to my attention even when I was a little nerdy fucking kid, right? And that's why I've been following this line of politics for so long. H-1B visas, yes, we do need reform on them, and we need to get a lot less of them out to a lot of the people that they're getting them.
I want to comment on this, but Sammy has clearly wanted to say something for like a whole minute. Go ahead, Sammy.
Well, yeah, I mean, Apex, you and I kind of got into a little bit.
I just say don't throw the baby out with the bathwater was the last line. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, Apex, you and I kind of got into a little bit of a spat. I mean, I think I really understand Elon's mindset pretty well. I think he's autistic to the point where he mainly thinks.
I was going to say no, you don't, and then you said I think he's autistic. Go ahead.
I think he's autistic to the point where he and all of the other tech people, they don't consider that the H-1B visas are being abused,
right?
By people that basically aren't in tech. All of the Elon and Vivek's and the David Sacks, they all work in tech, right. Where a lot of high level.
He's also autistic in the way he handled the criticism, which is where I was saying, like, nobody understands where he's coming from because it doesn't make any sense how hard he dug in either.
Right, and to be fair though, I think a lot of that was like hardcore. Like, I don't think he understood either, like how many like hardcore groiper races. Which, by the way, I don't.
Time out.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
I don't fucking care about Nick Fuentes and the Groypers getting banned either. After they've tried to maliciously ban them.
But I know people that got banned though.
Please listen.
Yeah. No, I'm not.
Me too, actually.
I'm not saying that everyone should be banned. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying though is, like, I think Elon, unfortunately, in his autism,
is conflating everybody with the groupers. It's exactly what's happening. Everybody that disagrees with him is a racist, horrible, fucking blah blah blah. Sorry,
you're the worst person in the chat. That's what it is. It's the mentality that every streamer gets. It's the mentality that every locale gets. Like, where the worst person in the chat, it's okay to ban them because they're the worst person in the chat. And then there's the next worst person in the chat. And if you defend the banning of the worst person in the chat, then you're part of the worst person in the chat, and I'm gonna ban you too. Yeah. And he's doing exactly that because he's an autist. Exactly.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, I'm sorry to cut you off, but I want to say this because I keep forgetting and then remembering as we're talking about it. But all Elon, I think, really did is made people look into the H-1B thing more so than most people really cared to, because he was going so hard on it.
Actually, most people were just waiting for Trump to come in and tackle. Like I said that I was kind of bowing out of the conversation because I was sick, one, and two, I have kind of a moderate position, and then three, people are talking about it. I guess that's good, but
most people like me deferred to someone like his, or maybe not deferred overall, but like sort of sided just generally emotionally with his take, because, you know, quote unquote based the whole Sam Hyde video, which I thought was a real masterclass on comedy and a real take, which he's really good at. But all he really did was force us to look into the H-1Bs and to see how many cashiers and dog walkers and fucking thousands and thousands of people are coming from these countries on these visas. They're not high level fucking anything.
Which you can watch a speech of Trump talking about to bring that to attention in like
a few years ago,
2009.
A decade.
And also, again, this is like my policy wonk thing on this specific issue, right? Trump has written books long before he ran for president talking about H-1B visas specifically and how they need to be reformed. This has been a long-standing issue for him. So it was amazing to me too that once he entered the conversation and said that, he kind of agrees with him, but like, chill out, Elon, like, what are you doing? Because he's written books on the issue, and he knows that the H-1B visa system is abused. He's talked about chain migration. The first time I encountered the concept of chain migration was in his book. I believe it was America First. It was in the 2000 era, when he wrote several political books that people haven't read still, of course, and they think he makes up his politics on the fucking fly, and that's just not true. And so the H-1B visa issue is when Trump announced, and I said he was going to win, a lot of traditional, and Sam experienced this too, a lot of traditional conservatism said no way, but it's because he talked about the H-1B visa issue, and it's because he talked about fucking immigration in a way that they were unwilling to, but the average working class guy talked about it like that every day, because outsourcing and immigration combined ruined my generation's prospects for manual labor in this country. It's meaning that you either needed to go get yourself into a college debt degree or hope that you can get into the few trades that are left.
I would say the other thing too, in regards to like H-1Bs for college and STEM too, because Apex, you even brought up, like, why not, offer more STEMs to, native born Americans? And that's a very good point. That's where colleges need to be reformed too, because they're really pushing H-1Bs in the college system for, for foreign exchange students.
A lot of them come from China, coincidentally enough.
Yeah, I mean, they really showed their face, Vivek and Elon, their whole take. And you could argue that they're trolling to some degree, but their knee-jerk reaction to this shit and the way they responded kind of shows their take. They have no fucking idea what the real American experience is. No,
this is the typical problem I have with libertarians, right? Obviously, me being kind of like a long-haired hippie type, right? You'd think that libertarians are great, and in some ways they are. But like when I come into conflict with libertarians is over stuff like immigration and things like that, where they have this laissez-faire attitude. And I don't know if you come from certain working class backgrounds like myself. Like, here's some background for you, Sam. I've lost a job to H-1B visa workers. I've also lost 2 jobs to outsourcing. Literally had to train my replacement when they sent my equipment overseas to China.
Yeah,
right?
I actually
that's getting dicked on both ends, right? I got dicked on both ends.
Yeah, I actually saw your video that you made on it, that you made on it 2 years ago. So,
yeah, and of course that's why I'm into like the Center for Immigration Studies, and they've been tracking it. And I mean, like, the problem's way more magnified than people want to admit. Even the Trump administration is talking about that they're going after like 13 million or something like that. But the number is far, according to the Center for Immigration Studies, the number is far closer to 50 million. Okay, here illegally.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, no. This is
which is something to the effect of 10% of the population.
This is one of those issues I think that like no one wanted to talk about because it was like too niche and too
well, no, because the big business Republicans, the neocons, this was always my criticism of them during the anti-war time too, on the domestic front, right, is that they like the cheap labor. The neocons were very, very pro-immigration. Yep. They wanted illegals coming across that border, so they did not want to do a deal. And even the George Bush, John McCain kind of broker deal they came up with in 2008, which, by the way, is the one that said to build the wall, which it was already on the books before Trump was fucking president. That's why he could executive order that shit. Dummies that don't know this. But I thought the wall was the only win in that whole package, because the rest of it, like, you want to talk H-1B visa reform, whose fault is that? That is the Bush McCain bipartisan immigration reform bill in 2008 and 2009. That was then carried over by the Obama administration into what we call the Dreamer Act, or the Dreamers or whatever, right? Yeah, this didn't happen yesterday, and I get it that we've been flooded under Joe Biden to a degree, like way more than even that. But like the problem was already here. That's why it was even an issue to be discussed. And I think that the scale of it really does escape some people sometimes. And the mainstream media on even the Republican side downplays the scale of illegal immigration. And then they wonder why people are going nuts at Elon about H-1B visas. It's because they feel this impact. And they might not know where the immigrants coming from and whether they're legal or not. But they know that the economic impact and the criminal impact in their communities is real because they feel it every day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though, is
that's where Trumpism really came from. That's the core of it, and he knows that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. I don't think Elon fully even understood.
No, Elon doesn't get that.
Understood that.
He's still he's still like some of the liberal policies. So he comes in and he thinks he's this like maverick outsider, like a fucking lefty's never changed their mind before. And I'm sorry, but if you voted for Obama twice, I have a very little trust in you. Also, he made a lot of money out of the Obama administration.
Yeah, and he continues to make money, and he only cedes to make money significantly more by endorsing Trump this go around. He's an autistic.
I don't know. It's hard to beat that deal he got from Obama. That's what made him.
Come the fuck on, man! Like, come on.
I'm saying it is approaching that territory, but man, it was hard to beat that. Is what I'm saying. The lefties want to come. Oh, he's cozying up to Trump. Republicans are sold out. Well, Elon Musk was like his bros with Obama. He built Tesla, SpaceX, and the PayPal empire on Obama's like the stimulus money, right, Sam?
Well, to be fair, PayPal was more
massive payouts.
Yeah, to be fair, PayPal was more like in the 90s during the .com, coin.
I understand that, but like to the level, like in the 90s, payment processing online was like a thing that nerds did. And from the time of the Obama deals that went to all these Elon Musk owned or operated companies, he went from like fascinating startup to that's the president's pick. They went to the moon. Now, a lot of those companies like Cylinder and stuff, they took that money and they shit their ass with it, right? Elon happens to be the one guy that when he gets the nepotism cast upon him, he's smart enough to take advantage of it, and he's doing that again. I'm glad people saw that early because the cult of Elon was getting a bit sickening.
Well,
no, it's worse than it's ever been. And see, Sammy, you described our little chat on or back and forth on Twitter the other day as a spat or however you worded it.
Well, but, kind of like a disagreement a little bit. Maybe.
Sure. Let's say that. But you've known me for many years, and I don't even tweet that much. Yeah. When I do, I'm not usually serious. It's usually having fun with whatever the trend is. And I mean, there's a little bit of truth to my stance, but it's mostly just poking the bear and having fun with whatever particular wave. But go ahead.
I just think it's funny because Trump was talking about H-1B visas like back in June, and no one really paid attention.
But I think, to speaking for the everyman, I think the problem is the endorsement of Elon putting such a strong foot forward and, being the owner of the quote unquote free speech platform on the internet, the one. He spent $40 billion on the fucking thing to make sure that it was a free speech platform. And then on Christmas to come out and say and it wasn't something he tweeted. He was endorsing a tweet by another guy. Cause I saw you say you couldn't find the original tweet. It's because he was endorsing something somebody else said. And people were like, wait a minute.
Oh yeah.
And then he just double, triple, quadrupled down and now he's Cuckiest Maximus with a fucking frog avatar and telling people
we've seen this meltdown a million times. It's just never been the richest guy in the world before, right?
Exactly.
This is the basic bitch lolcow story arc that he didn't understand. Like the first time he's a meme lord. Guys, I'm one of the crew. I'm so cool. And the first time he got the criticism from the worst person in chat, so to speak, like I mentioned.
Yeah.
The worst person in chat. He shrugged it off a little bit the first time, the worst person in chat, and he's like, no, that's not true. And then the next thing, the third person, worst person in chat is saying it, and now he's like, liar, you're a liar, you're a lying liar, liar.
Show me proof. Where's the proof? Where's the proof of my liar? Show me the proof. To a fucking account with 300 followers.
Laugh at the fucking nerd for real, and he deserves it for that. Yeah, and if he's a smart man as everybody wants to think he is, then he'll take that on the chin and maybe learn something from it. But the reason he's so tone deaf on the issue is, yes, he's not impacted by average working man is impacted the same way, where they either have lost a job to an H-1B visa or an illegal. They have had the job they used to have, like myself, outsourced to another country, or they're competing against those people for jobs and losing because those people are more qualified on the H-1B visa, and there's an incentive for the company to hire them in many other regards. Also, with big companies like
they don't even have to be qualified, man. I saw a tweet, and I hate to quote it.
Well, because a lot of times they fake qualifications as well, but that still means you can't really do that as an American guy.
Have you ever filled out an application? I've lied on applications. I've faked my way into a job before, but it's like
tougher in the LinkedIn era, is what I mean.
It's like waiting tables or running a fucking Walmart or something. You can fake your way into that. And you can fake your way into any of these jobs. All you got to do is word it right. I've seen some of these H-1B like people fake pretending to apply for H-1B.
They get caught all the time. Fraud is about, I believe, again, Center for Immigration Studies, it's about 33% of all H-1Bs are premised on some kind of fraud.
Sure.
Yeah.
Man, I don't even remember what I was saying now. Sorry.
No, these are all like important, nuanced issues about the topic is the thing. And people don't really have them. And so when Elon comes in and he didn't have a nuance to take it all, he was like, oh, you guys are being racist about these H-1B visas. And it's like, okay, drop the nuke in the room. You just called everybody racist because they're talking about reforms to H-1Bs. That kind of includes like Trump. You idiot.
Yeah.
What I was saying, hold on real quick. What I was saying was I hate to quote a tweet that I saw by a random person on my feed recently, but it seemed to ring true, at least in my stupid hollow-ish brain, was that 200 years ago, our ancestors saw the cheapest, most skilled, effective labor across the sea, and they brought them here to do their work for them, and we are suffering the consequences of that now, and the billionaire tech class are effectively doing that now to our future generations with this whole H-1B thing. And if we even survive that long, I thought it was kind of poignant because it's sort of the same thing. It is at least comparable, It's not H-1B, and
it's ironically enough harming the descendants of the previous one too. Like, this is the thing that a lot of people, Sam, you and I were talking about how I got a lot of very specific things right predicting this election this time around, and one of them was black support. And the black support, it's obvious, bro. They had jobs because they weren't competing against as many illegals when Trump was president. That's it. That's simple. Like, because like this assumption is like the poor black class, like I guess they're criminals or something, but like most of them are working dudes, right? And there's more jobs, there's more potential for you to earn, and you can pull yourself up a little better. And
That's for everybody too.
Yeah. And illegals, you can't just like poor white guy, poor black guy, doesn't matter. You're an American citizen. You cannot compete with illegals on wages. You just can't, because they are paid under the table illegally, and so they don't have to pay taxes, and they can pay a way shittier wage. And they are required by law to get a ever rising minimum wage forced on that employer. They can pay that dude literally half.
Yeah, and not to mention they live in a 3-bedroom house with 7 fucking people, paying a mortgage and collecting Social Security on dead people, and fraud. I personally know people that live in this country like that, and they're more American than some of the Americans I know that are like born here. They've frauded their way into being more American.
What I'm saying is the company then is not only is it beneficial to them to hire you at half the wage. Think about this for 1 second. But Obamacare exists, and you don't have to pay an under-table employee's Obamacare, do you? He doesn't exist.
Nope.
Right.
So they save so many fucking. They don't have to provide benefits. They don't have to treat them well. They don't have the benefit of like complaining to OSHA. So it's a way better deal for these big employers to literally just hire an illegal over you, the legal citizen, that they're going to have to pay twice as much, provide benefits, provide health insurance. And so why do you think it doesn't even matter if they have no experience and you have 1 trillion years experience, you're still going to lose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because also those H-1Bs lock these foreigners into literal like slave contracts where they...
indentured servitude is a very apt term, yes.
Yeah, literally. Not all.
There's a time limit that they're allowed. Yeah, not all, but there is a time limit that they're allowed to be here, and they have to abide the terms of the contract. Sometimes they have morals clauses in them. It's not something you would want to sign as an American citizen, but you can understand why somebody might want to sign that to get here. It's obvious benefit.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. The possibility.
My ancestors came as indentured servitude, so I can't really hate the idea of like it's a voluntary slavery. It is, but literally, I'm Irish, so my ancestors literally did this. They sold themselves into slavery for like 7 years, just to come to America. And then some people didn't make it; they didn't make enough money or whatever. And some people went back. A lot of them went back. And, it's funny because it's not like we haven't had an immigration problem in this country before. So what did they do when we started getting overcrowded in the late 1700s, early 1800s, and then the 20th century, Sam? We had moratoriums on immigration every big wave. 10 years, no new ones. And rules about assimilating. Notice that has not even been mentioned or... and the idea of suggesting it, you would get called like a racial extremist. But that is how Thomas Jefferson handled the problem. That is how
literally try to assimilate.
Notice how the left treats Thomas Jefferson now as a result of, also they don't treat Andrew Jackson very well either. But that's for a different reason. So.
He really well. And if anything can be said about Andrew Jackson, that man loved his slaves.
Well, that too, but he was against. My point is he was against the central bank, and he warned us about
the more important thing about Andrew Jackson. I was just joking about him fucking his hot black slaves. That's all.
Yeah. Which is a common thing.
You know how hot those black girls had to have been back then? Jesus Christ.
And so they dealt with these issues. Like it was obvious, and especially because they had the slavery issue in conjunction. Like people don't realize that you're living co-equal. You have this class of slave, right? That is basically that free labor that we are getting from immigration now. So like the immigration then was different. It was people kind of trying to build out their own thing. But even then they ran into issues very early on with the German population, big migration into like Pennsylvania, early on with the Irish after the English had settled the Northeast and sort of the Central East. And then the Irish came, well, I mean, the English and the Irish came together, and then the Italians showed up just to make everything fun, right? And you got Indians running wild. And so it was a little different about immigration at that time. There was a lot less settled land. And so what you run into is more of a European style immigration problem now, where there is an open country, especially over here. And so when you're bringing in this new demographic, they must necessarily be displacing someone else because there's just only so much room.
Yeah, well, and not only that, but something that people don't tend to conceive of. I don't know how many of you in this panel or you listening know anyone that's born and raised or from India. Like, yeah, they're often really smart, and their parents are often doctors or engineers or some crazy, rich STEM thing. But they come from what's called a caste system. Yeah. If you've ever seen them at a restaurant with a server that isn't prompt enough or does something wrong, or in any sort of service environment at a hotel's desk, they are. It's I've seen the switch flip in these people where it's anecdotal for me. But it's part of their culture. It's the caste. It's literally the caste system. You go to India, and you will see they have servants, and they treat them like fucking slaves. They have slaves. It's a slave sort of. They just call it everything.
And though it's technically abolished, this is the thing people don't understand is that that's still the culture. It's only been abolished for about a generation.
And they come here, with that same sort of mentality, and you watch.
One generation means that the people, anyone over like the age of maybe 20, was raised with literal caste slave.
So it's also really funny if you've ever been to a hot tourist spot anywhere in the world, Rome, France, America, anywhere, and some Indian dude wants to take a picture with your hot white girlfriend. It's because he wants to use that picture to tell other white people that they're, subverting their culture. It's just, you know what I mean? They want to say that they're dating your girlfriend, and they'll do that all over the internet in various spaces, and they'll, you know what I mean? You can see, it's a phenomenon you'll watch all over the world. It's there.
Yeah.
There's definitely, I'll say the scam culture is also a huge thing with India that people
it's cockroach sort of
average normies now run into this. And that's I think where you see some of the sea change in opinion as well, because it used to be they targeted little old dumb ladies with phishing emails, and that's mostly who they caught in their nets. But now they've realized with like the virality of stuff like TikTok how to target even Zoomers. So they're getting a much wider net of realization of all of these, many African scams, but as well the Indian scams, which are literal legal businesses in India set up. They pay taxes, they have health insurance. It's a nice blue collar job, and you go in and your whole job is to get little old ladies to fork over their retirement.
My mother was a victim of one of those people. It's sort of what radicalized me to this. It actually led to the death of my little brother because she got scammed out of his money.
Industry. It's an industry that is absolutely got the most horrific consequences like that.
They don't give They don't give a fuck. Yeah, they don't give a shit. There's no human element to it whatsoever.
If you catch them, they'll just start cussing you out and calling you the N-word. Because they do that specifically because they think you're recording, and they know that the N-word is like a magical word in English. That it's on the recording, we don't want that. So they've picked up on, for whatever reason, like as soon as they think the jig is up, to just start screaming the N-word at you. It's kind of hilarious in some cases.
One scammer one time was like, I kept him on the line for a minute. I was like, well, you know what? I'm going to send you a subpoena. He's like, how about I send my penis to your mother?
Yeah.
Like totally misunderstood.
It takes very little to provoke that reaction. As soon as they know it's a scam, because they know they can't get anything out of you.
You motherfucker. How about I send my penis to your mother? You fucking nig. Sorry.
My favorite is I saw one scammer video I saw where this is the other funny thing is they always pretend that they're like IRS agents, and they always starting to like send the police after you. If you don't,
Bro,
if you don't do what they want. But one of them actually tried to intimidate like an actual cop that way.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Yeah, not really.
And so like the cops started asking like, the scammer like, "Oh, what's your badge number?" And
what is that?
This is the script I just got handed for the awards. And there's like visuals, so she's gonna join the call.
Can you digitize it?
Well, yeah. What's?
We're not even have to worry about that. I just in over the wire.
Just in, folks. Don't fucking worry about it. We got it under control here.
Just in, Maxine is coming in hot.
Hold on.
Good evening, folks. Welcome to the Whitfield Report. Tonight we've got Max with the
How the fuck am I supposed to do an intro and read this shit with these stupid fucking glasses on?
I was doing it. Man,
just to have it on in the beginning to make it funny. God
okay,
damn it!
It's funny.
I was doing
this comedy, Sam. Comedy. Welcome to the first annual Right to Offend Media Tim Awards. I got a tie. There we go. All right.
Hold on, I gotta get in here.
Hold on, she says. Hold on.
I'm having trouble getting into.
So we put together an awards show. Basically, I'm again made some fucking cocktail napkin jokes, and now I'm handed a script. It's in red,
a
too.
4-page script, apparently, with like fucking
red ink. She wrote in red pen, which is like
with arrows next to every sentence. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, there's bullet points, Sam.
Yeah, they're not even bullet points; they're arrows.
You know which one is the main?
Sorry for all the spoilers. Anybody who's just
what are you doing?
No, we can't see. Your camera sucks, man. It's fine. We can't see shit.
I'm like having an anxiety.
Woo, the Tims. So again, they're named after good friend of the show and co-host of Bits and Bones, Tim. Yay, Tim. And so we're gonna give out some Tims. Whenever she's ready. Oh, I'm sorry. We need. We got applause and everything. Production.
We can just clap though.
The Tim Awards and.
Man, hold on. I don't have sunglasses, but you know what? And my hair's way grayer than that. That's me, right? Is that me? Is that supposed to be?
Yeah, I think
that's me, Sam, and Mort. I think, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, good. Good. It's way cuter than me.
Tim caught.
I thought Mort is also grayer than that as well.
That's what he asked me to do.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
Well, hold on.
Am I okay?
Wait,
am I okay to give out some awards now?
Max, time out. Pause real quick. Maxine, why does the program you use make Sam look so fucking gay? Why is he so provocative in that image right there? Look at his eyes and his.
The program made for like chicks, and she's adapting it to purposes beyond its control. I think.
No. Max and Mortheous, they look like tech bros. They're just chilling in the back. That's the gay front.
You're
that
just
pulls in.
jealous because Sam is beautiful.
This is magnetism.
Way cuter than me. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Max.
Yeah, maybe you're just attracted to him.
Maybe I'm just gay. Huh?
Rookie of the year. Okay.
Is that a confession, Apex?
Yeah. Yep. It sure is.
Rookie of the year. And this one goes to, I don't see the nominees, but it goes to Penn Welder from the Sandwich Makers. Big shout out. She's very pregnant, very delivering. She, you were just saying, you find her very entertaining, Sam.
We love you, Penn.
I do. I would love to have Penn on the Monday show because, as I understand it, she writes fiction, and like I know she writes fan fiction, but like I'm not really familiar with the fanfic world as much as I am with the traditional novel world. So that would be an interesting conversation to have. But yeah, she's done a great job, and I think she deserves Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
So again,
big shout out again. She's also very pregnant. So producer of the year. Okay, and this one is actually got quite a few, and one interestingly that shouldn't be on here. So Mort is nominated on behalf of Bits and Bones.
Ooh.
I'm nominated, and I don't know why, because I don't produce anything, Sam. I guess the original run of the Sandwich Makers. I've been not doing it since then. Sam Whitfield of the Sam Whitfield Report, because you produced this show, and Maxine of the Sandwich Makers, and it goes to Maxine of the Sandwich Makers.
Yay! Hell yeah!
Better luck next time, Sammy.
Yeah, you suck, Sam.
That happens.
And actually, one of the quick note awards is the Max's Wife Award goes to Maxine.
Oh,
well,
that's not fair. Hold on. This shit's rigged, man. I don't even believe the results anymore.
Yeah, it was a hotly contested category. Most Improved Host Award nominated is Maxine, Mort, Sam, and me. I don't know what I host. See? How did I get on that list? And co-host. It goes to Mort, actually. Mort
be co-host, right?
Wins the most improved host.
Oh, okay, I see. Hell yeah. Congrats, Mort.
Indeed.
And the best co-host award goes to Tim. Tim, really? How's Rob?
He's winning a Timmy.
So Tim gets his first Tim. Big shout out to Tim. Everybody let him know. Tim. Oh, there was like a whole list. Max, Penn, Tim, Joe, Mort. That's yep. Okay, we got Ranter of the Year, Max, Maxine, and Mort, and it went to Mort, which is probably fair. Yeah, he's winning. He's picking them up.
So I didn't get a rant. I didn't get a nomination for the Rant of the Year award. This is
negative. This shit's rigged, bro. I'm negative.
I'm
rigged. That's the one Sammy's offended over.
I'm not even sure how the winners got picked, to be honest with you. I was asleep, so.
No, you were helping me. You were just very drunk.
The Women's of the Year award. The nominees are.
I'm not even in that one. Fuck,
Elliot Page, the 4B Movement, TERFs, Bits and Bones, and the Sandwich Makers. And the Sandwich Makers win the Women's of the Year award. Better luck next time, Bits and Bones.
This shit's rigged, man. This is the most rigged show I've ever seen.
Wait, is Maxine calling Bits and Bones a bunch of women? Because that's what it sounds like to me.
I just read the nominees.
No. I just want this to be very clear. And he told me that I could say this. He might have been drunk, but he said this. That was his nominee.
Oh. Oh, okay.
So we're women.
Congratulations to our winner. Biggest Loudmouth Award.
No.
And what?
Skipping that one.
It's not a skip because I want people to know if they're going to vote on it, right? They should know who the nominee. The biggest, yeah. So put up a poll if you can, Sam. I don't know how to do that.
Unfortunately, there is no one on Rumble, so we can do it the old-fashioned way, like one
chaotically put
one
names
chat.
in chat, and we'll just like decide who won.
Man, I swear I've done a few of these things, and I don't think I've seen my name yet. But go ahead.
And
biggest loudmouth is Penn. How did Penn even get nominated? That's bullshit.
You.
Maxine.
Oh, hold on. Now,
and
hold on. Maxine is using drunk Max as leverage here. And I don't like it. I already see it. That's been 3 times in the last like 30 seconds. She's like, you were drunk, but it was you. You did that. It was you. Come on, Maxine. Just own it. It's fine.
I was told there's a council of some
Nominate-
kind.
The one
Nominate
thing
your
about Max
friends.
is that when he gets drunk like that,
The Council of Drunk Max.
Okay. Well, yeah, those are the nominees. Penn, Max, Maxine, and Mort. I know who I'm voting for. It's not me.
Max.
Biggest loudmouth should clearly go to
Max
Mort.
is clearly the loudest. I told him to shut the fuck up a handful of times. The last time I was on a show where he was not even on mic. He was like 5-10 feet away, I think. So
and then you
doesn't shut
floundered,
up.
and then you floundered, and then he had to come save you. So
I did. Is that what happened?
Yeah.
I took a 200 milligram edible that night. So if I floundered, fuck you guys, because I told everybody what was going on beforehand.
Regardless of that one, y'all put your votes in chat. Who's the biggest loudmouth? Apparently, I already have a lot of votes. But regardless of that, biggest pain in the ass award is just I'm the only nominee.
Hold on.
I'm starting to think this shit's rigged too, Sam.
Yeah, not only is it rigged, there are a few other names that like should be on the list. I think at least.
You know what's fucked up is Sammy's not even the one that's been saying it's rigged. It's been me. So what the fuck is going on here? What the fuck?
I think Apex should at the very least be on the
No, fuck you guys. I get it. It's fine. It's fine. I understand.
Most creative
bastard. I'm the bastard stepchild. Penn wins.
Actually, Penn, Sam, and Maxine were nominated, and Sam has won the most creative. So you get a Tim. Is that your first Tim, Sam?
Yeah.
Sam got a Tim.
Hooray! Look, it's not rigged.
And most charming award, Mort, Sam, Penn, and Jasper, which I believe is the ghost from her fucking show.
Oh yeah, the Jasper ghost.
Which, by the way, Jasper wins.
Of course, he's cute as shit.
What?
Everybody loves Jasper.
Yeah. I vote Sam, just for the record.
No. Sam can get a little abrasive and creepy sometimes. He's just a little too crippled sometimes. You know what I mean?
The Boston Award, which is awarded to Maxine.
I love you, Sammy. I'm sorry. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying.
No, it's good. She does deserve the Boston Award.
She got the Boston Award. The Pawtucket Award, which apparently goes to me.
Yeah, and that one's the one that's fucking rigged and bullshit. Because I don't even have a Boston accent. It's the fucking Pawtucket accent. Fucking close to the fucking Rhode Island. It's not a fucking Boston accent. It's fucking Pawtucket, okay? So I should have fucking gotten that one. So fuck you.
Well, guess what? Guess what, broad? To the lames on the internet, you sound like a Boston broad.
Yeah, exactly. And I've obviously been making the joke that it's Pawtucket, so they gave it to me. It makes sense. I'll take that. You know what? Pawtucket.
This is why I don't win.
I used to love the Pawtucket Red Sox, but they closed down the goddamn stadium. Anyway, Writer of the Year. Oh, this is a big one. And we got a couple big names up there. Steve Stratton, Eric Bishop, Andrew G. Nelson, KZ Howell, and the winner, Sam Whitfield, apparently was unanimous.
Well, clearly.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, I was a tough.
Obviously, you've been writing your ass off, boy.
I don't know. It says it right here. So I'm just reading the script, Sam.
I don't know. I don't know if that's right here. That was good. I like that.
Biggest Grifter Award. Nominations. There's a lot here. The Hawk Tour Girl. Boogie 2988. Mr. Beast. And Johnny Fox.
If it's not Hawk 2, I leave.
It goes with Mr. Beast. Apparently, close. I would have gone with Hawk 2 as well. I think I did. Yeah. I feel like I did.
I mean, Mr. Beast is kind of a. I don't even know that much about Mr. Beast other than he like appeals to Gen Alpha or whatever we're calling this generation of kids.
That sounds like a big grifter to me, Sam.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeehaw.
Cripple of the Year Award. This is apparently a vote category, ladies and gentlemen.
What the fuck is this award show, man? Come on.
Cripple of the Year. Sam, Mortheous, and Tom Cruise is our nominees for Cripple of the fucking Year. What the fuck? Who wrote that?
I totally picked that.
Okay. Well,
wait. How is Tom Cruise like even on the list though? Like,
so short.
Because he's short.
So short.
Okay, he's cripplingly short.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. You put your votes in for Cripple of the Year between our beloved host Sam Whitfield, our beloved co-host Mortheous, or Hollywood legend and maniac Tom Cruise because he's very short.
Well, I've seen Sam
can determine the outcome.
I've personally seen Sam in his, Avatar style, like, mech suit with a knife, like a knife he can pull out of his hip. It's like, it's really unnecessary, but it's cool.
Yeah.
He's way taller than Tom Cruise. So.
My God, there's pages. I just realized there's pages and pages more to go.
You flipped them at the beginning. I told you there's 4 pages of that shit.
Okay, Reddit. I'm gonna breeze through now. Redditor
go.
Year Award nominations are Penn, Mort, Maxine, and our winner is Penn. Penn's like cleaning house. Video Game of the Year Award. Black Ops 6. I think I just gave that one, Sam. Yep. I think I just gave that one.
I mean that was the only good game that came out this year. So
I had fun with it.
I'm sorry, but I haven't played it yet. But Helldivers 2 appears.
That was last year, though. To be fair,
we're in 2020. Did Black Ops come out today?
Black Ops came out in November of 20. So Helldivers came out in 2023.
No, it came out in 2024, didn't it?
No.
Pretty sure. Sorry. Anyway, go ahead.
It might have came out in fiscal year 2024, technically, but it came out last. I say Black Ops just because I was drunk and I was like, yeah, fucking Black Ops, next category. And now we're talking about it. Yeah, I did that so that we would move on quicker. So she would stop asking me questions, and here I am lingering it out just to now drive her crazy on the back end. Anyway, movie
February
of the
8th,
year.
2024. Sorry, continue.
Like there's rules. Yeah, the highest of integrity at the Tims. Of course. How dare anybody accuse this of being rigged? Who would rig an election like that? Fuck's Deadpool and Wolverine, A Quiet Place Day 1, and Terrifier 3, and it goes to Terrifier 3, which I hadn't even seen, so there we go.
This is the most rigged fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
I haven't seen any of these movies.
TV show of the year. I didn't even know that was a category. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. What the fuck is that? Is that real? Okay. Does that mean I should be afraid? Arcane season 2.
No.
Bridgerton season 3. And Cobra Kai season finally.
Final season.
There we go. And the winner is Cobra Kai season finally. Yay. And with that, Sam, on to page 2. I always wanted to throw a paper like that dramatically, Sam. At least I got that out of this. These are some top tier awards, Sam. And we're very big congratulations to all the winners. I'm sure your statues will be there soon. I don't know what they look like. Maybe Sam in that pose. The Hip Hop of the Year award, or otherwise known as What Songs Max Liked that came out this year. Reese's America First. Playboy the Beast, friend of the show, shout out. Let's Go Brandon. Tom McDonald, You Missed. And Chris Webby, Bag on My Bullshit. And Necro, Rabbi Holding Guns. And it went to Chris Webby, Back on My Bullshit. And if I'm in charge of a category, Eminem's never going to get nominated, just for the record. So it is rigged. Fuck that fact.
That's fair.
Fuck Eminem till forever. Because everybody's gonna be like Eminem drifting him. Yeah. I don't
fuck Eminem.
Like New category: worst Kerpo Slop of the Year awards. You can nominate whatever you want for this.
Worst what?
Well, she didn't finish this part, but it's still in my script, so I'm reading it here. It says worst Corpo Slop of the Year award.
Oh dear.
And there's no nominations, and I'm saying whatever Corpo Slop you want to nominate could get that award.
I would say.
Well, you can put them in chat, and we'll move on to worst movie since she's yelling at me.
I would say Sabrina Carpenter.
Sabrina Carpenter, just generally, just as a person.
Yeah. Total Corpo Slop.
Okay, worst Corpo Slop of the Year goes to Sabrina Carpenter. Yay! As a human being. Worst movie. His nominations are Dear Santa, Minecraft, Borderlands, and Joker Folie à Dieu. And apparently, beating all that crap is Minecraft. Because it couldn't even sell Minecraft to children. Ouch. That's gotta hurt. Jack Black nominated 3 times, by the way, for worst movie in 1 year. That's an impressive achievement all on its own, Sam. He was his only competition except for the Joker movie. Worst book award goes to the only nominee is Flight of Icarus.
Penn and I both.
Stranger Things, Flight of Icarus. Sounds like some real personal shit. Sounds like some fangirl stuff. I don't know.
Well, Johnny Fox didn't write a book this year, so
I think he did. He probably had to have re-released one of his old books anyway. I noticed there wasn't a lot of nominees. It was just that one. I think they were just mad about that book. Worst TV show award. And the nominees are AEW Dynamite, Droom, Agatha All Along, Star Wars Skeleton Crew. I am unfamiliar with all of those, except for our winner, AEW Dynamite, wins worst TV show of the award. Congratulations on your Tim, Tony Khan. There you go. You're a billionaire and you bought a wrestling company and now you won an award. Good job. Worst video game awards. It just says Fortnite.
Fortnite, Roblox, and The Sims 4.
Oh, Fortnite, Roblox, and The Sims 4. And I don't know who the winner is. It's Roblox. Oh, probably because of all the child predators. Yeah. So congratulations, Roblox, for all your child predation habits have won you that award. Back to regular categories. Now I'm just reading a script.
You don't have to read everything.
Well, I do. Best art piece of the year. It goes to Rusty Cage, the Guillotine movie, Return of the Guillotine. I must have just given that one out, to be honest. I don't know. It says with the Academy. The Academy gives it to Rusty Cage. The Art for a Good Cause Award goes to it's actually being named specifically in honor of Jennifer Sherm. It's the Jennifer Sherm Award, goes to Who Killed Jennifer, Sick Tannic, as we know, friend of the show. Best POV of the Year award. What is a POV?
It's a point of view.
Point of view?
I know point of view, but like, so who has the best point of view in all the world?
No, it's where you write a story as a character that anyone...
You write from the point of view of a character. Oh, okay. So it's the Parapants Award goes to Penn Welder. And ready, Sam? Ready?
Which, by the way, Penn actually did record some things for her awards, but I don't know how to share them. So I'm just going to make a video and post them later.
There we go. Penn had some thank yous or something for her award. She won a bunch.
Yeah.
Okay, we're on to the next page. You ready for the Tim Awards, the final? It even says final right there.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay, I'm just want to show the camera for a second to make sure it's not just so you see the category, Sam?
Okay, don't give all the others away.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Well, you know, I can see them through your potato camera. So
faggot of the year. Faggot of the year. And our nominees are Johnny Somali, Hawk to a Girl, Destiny, and Nick Fuentes. And the Tim Award for Faggot of the Year goes to Nicholas J. Fuentes. Woo! Congratulations. It sounds like he worked really hard for that one this year.
Yeah, he worked extra hard, I think.
Yeah. Least efficient CEO, and the only nominee is the winner, Shmuley. So there we go. Shmuley wins his first Tim. Great job, or lack thereof. Defining Moment of the Year award. Trump wins presidential election is the only nomination. Well, I would have nominated the assassination attempt, but I still think the win was, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the votes. Well, I don't know. What were the votes ones? Now I ripped up the script, though. Hold on. Yeah, I need to look back. You mean I need to cross-reference previous pages of the script?
Yeah,
Can't work like this, Sam.
Let's do biggest loudmouth first.
Biggest loudmouth.
It's the biggest one. Yeah, biggest.
Apparently, that's multiple votes for me now, and no votes for anybody else. So I guess I get that one. What was the other vote one? Cripple of the Year. I saw votes for Tom Cruise already.
Tom Cruise. Yeah, I think Tom Cruise.
Mortheous, did you have a vote for Cripple of the Year? You can vote just because you're nominated.
Tom Cruise.
They all voted. Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise wins Cripple of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen,
Tom Cruise.
I think you were robbed, Sam.
Well, I can't believe that Tom Cruise is more crippled than Mortheous and I.
That's amazing. Wow, what an upset victory. Congratulations.
Hollywood.
Was there other vote ones?
That was it.
Okay, so I'm the loudmouth and Tom Cruise is a cripple. Oh, what about Faggot of the Year went to Nick? No, there was no vote. It was up unanimous. It was Nick Fuentes got Faggot of the Year. Okay, so final page, Sam. And this is going to be actually the big award of the night. This is the Sam Whitfield Award for a lifetime of excellence and achievement. And it's going to be known as the Sammy. And, of course, it goes to Sam Whitfield.
How? So I won. I won the first Sammy, and it's my award.
Yes.
That
That way,
that's-
next year, if I give it to you, we could call you the 2-time Sammy Award winning.
Okay. Yeah, I'll accept it. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, well, it's for all of your work on your show for such a long time, and that you don't get enough credit for it. So why not give you an award for that? Because nobody else seems to really be giving out. And since we're giving out participation trophies, there's no actual I mean, the trophies will be there. Don't worry about it. You'll get them eventually. Just
well, thank you.
they're coming first class. Yeah.
Well, thank you. So
apparently they look like a
accept...
star or whatever she put there.
Hey, I'll take a star. I am a star.
Her trophies literally are gold stars. That's amazing. I just got that.
And it's actually upside down like a jackal.
You get a gold star. You get a gold star. Everybody gets a good. I even won the loudmouth. It's like the only thing I won.
No, you got pain in the ass.
Oh, and I got pain in the ass. Yes, let's not forget.
And Pawtucket.
And Pawtucket. Yes, I got the Pawtucket. Well, I'll take that.
Boston.
So what else we got, Sam?
As far as the show goes, or as far as awards go.
Oh, we have any late awards? Yeah, those were just. I mean, I just ran a 3-page script.
We did have Doctor of the Year, but I wasn't able to get anything ready for it. But it went.
Oh, Doctor of the Year goes to our good friend Dr. Craig. He's a doctor.
He is.
Mm-hmm.
He's also,
and he's sick of everybody making that joke, so we're gonna give him Doctor of the Year.
Yeah, no, he is the
RTO Media Doctor of the Year.
I just have to make him an avatar.
Yeah, no, and just let you know, Craig, in case you're just in case you're watching this, Dr. Craig, you're not getting away from that title either.
He is a doctor, world renowned to me, for one, for solving the mystery of pussy smoke. Okay, that was like, I mean, that's one of those age-old, long-living problems that man comes across, right? And Dr. Craig comes along, bam! Now we know the answer.
You know what?
Not
amazing.
I just made a new one.
Not only that, but Dr. Craig also solved the mystery.
Well, the Doctor of the Year award is also now the Pussy Smoke Award. There you go.
It's a new award I just made up.
Well, Dr. Craig.
That's why that way it's the Doctor of Shame. You're both a doctor, but it's kind of like.
Well, if we're going for Doctor of Shame award, I would nominate Dr. Fauci for that. For a while.
Oh, that's true. Well, but he has no shame. He's not a human being, Sam.
Well,
we don't talk about lizard people here.
Yeah, that's.
I thought
true.
we agreed. Like, no more lizard people would get too close to home. We kept getting those threatening letters, and they were all like, "Hiss, we're gonna get you if you don't stop talking about the lizard people." Hiss.
They threatened to eat Mortheous.
I know, and so we were not going to bring that up anymore because the robot men are coming, and Elon Musk is going to lead them against the lizard people to save us. We just got to hold out a little while longer so that they don't eat our children.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, I would definitely say, let's see. Oh, who would be the guest interview of the year? I guess.
Yeah, so we thought about some of that stuff, but I didn't want to like pit people against each other, Even though we nominated a couple people for author of the year, it's obvious we're gonna give it to you. That's not an insult to anybody else.
No.
But then we were thinking about like the book of the year stuff, and it would be kind of like one-sided to just give you everything over other people who do a great job. So we kind of didn't want to go that route, if that makes sense.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Instead, we just trash Nick Fuentes and stuff. You know. I mean,
well, this award show is going better than the Dundies, definitely.
Well, I like it. I like that I could be concise with the script, even though sometimes it was a little mind-blowing what I was reading. Good stuff.
Well, that kind of tends to be how the news is these days as well. Pretty mind-blowing.
I wore a tie.
You did.
I'm fancy, Sam. I'm a gentleman too, of culture. See, and apparently these glasses are like make me look like very retarded.
No, I think you look cool. You look like Boss Skaggs.
Oh yeah, with the Minecraft glasses, totally.
Maybe that's too deep of a reference. So,
So that was the Tim Awards. We could probably end up clipping out and giving out some awards throughout the week, I guess.
If anybody wants their award pictures, I'll send them to them.
Oh, and she'll send you the picture of your award. There you go. That the trophies are on the way, but the picture you can get real easily.
I would love that. So, also, I would like to give out the Stepdad of the Year award that goes to my stepdad John. Shout out to him for being a great stepdad, and also for getting me this really cool MAGA hat for Christmas.
Well, hold on, Sam. Was there any other nominees? No, it's cute. I'm just fucking with you.
I hope not.
Yeah, it's like somebody else was like, "Hey, man, my stepdad is a fucking saint." Okay, that's not gonna be me. Don't worry. I don't have a stepdad.
Yeah.
I don't have a dad, Sam. Merry Christmas.
Well,
Happy New Year.
Well, you've got Jesus.
You've become dad.
I need a T-shirt now. We gotta sell T-shirts, Sam, that say Jesus is your dad. I like that. Sounds like some really bad, like you know how they had that era where all the Christian metal went new metal. You know, like, Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Am I an asshole for saying that like most Christian rock is bad?
No. It's the thing is these we've mentioned this, right? The Christian rock is a thing where they make all their music about that because they're usually making art to fit a scene, right?
Right.
The political people do this too, where they shoehorn their politics in hard, and it gets rejected by people that like that kind of thing most of the time, right? And it's because it's not genuine. But when you make art as a Christian and sometimes talk about that can sell just fine. But when you get shoehorned or even get labeled as the Christian rock band, people just naturally think it sucks.
Right.
That's a tough perception problem that those bands have too. It's the same thing with a lot of underground acts in general, right? You get the perception that if you didn't have like a major record label, that you must suck. There's a reason I don't think Eminem's the greatest rapper of all time is because I've listened to more than 5 records in my life, you know?
Right. Well, and also like he's not the only white guy that can rap either.
He wasn't even like near the first. I mean, I always point to Necro. Necro, you can see him in New York City in all the hot spots, like on video in like 1992. He just put up a video of it because people said that wasn't true, right? And he just threw up an old video he had of him and his brother, 92, at one of the spots where all the MCs would bust, and they were the 2 white kids, and the whole crowd was into it. And they were talking the same kind of crazy murder type shit that Necro's always said, because that's been his, that shit's not new when Eminem came out. That's old hat for the underground.
Right.
And in the underground scene, the politics didn't really affect a lot of the music too. It was driven to be apolitical and kind of want to stay out of it and sort of kind of libertine. That's true of metal as well, and hip hop and metal.
Yeah,
that's the general vibe is like you have your politics maybe, but it's usually a distrust of corporate, a distrust of the government, and a leave me to do my own thing kind of vibe. A lot of those people are dragged into politics by like current circumstance too, and that's why they come in with different perspectives than a traditional conservative, like myself.
Well, and if we've learned anything over the past couple of years here, it's
and we haven't. Sorry, go ahead.
It's the everyone hates the corpos, so
that's true. Everybody, even the corpos, hate themselves at this point. They're like, please regulate it to death. No, they are. They're begging for it. Tell me they're not.
Yeah, no. They are. Yeah.
That looks like self-loathing to me.
Anyway, Max, it is New Year's, so I have to ask the panel, what are your guys' New Year's resolutions? Or is it too early
to be careful with the new ideas I expressed to my wife, because she might go way further with it than I had anticipated, and then I got to wear a tie and read a script. A tie, Sam. We need to prevent.
It looks good on you, to be fair.
Yeah, with the t-shirt.
It's a Space Invaders tie.
It's Space Invaders. Oh, like I'm a gamer, bro.
It looks very punk rock with the t-shirt. So
it's very hot in here.
I could. Yeah, I'm not gonna.
You're gonna crack a window.
So
what else we got? That was me. Yeah, no more dumb ideas. That's my resolution. I already broke it.
And that'll fail on day 2.
No, it's too late. I already did it.
So my New Year's resolution is to help grow RTO Media.
Oh, that's a better one, man.
And put out more books. So yeah, those are my 2 New Year's resolutions.
You're not gonna streak the World Series or anything exciting like that?
Nah.
Nobody wants to see Cripple Dick.
That's why you do it. That's why you streak the World Series, is so they have to. So never mind. Nobody wants to see me do it either. But that's the point.
Yeah, how would I even do that in my wheelchair?
I mean, look, you just drove. You just go. You just don't think about it. You just keep going and don't let them stop you.
So yeah, my goals are to
let them go.
Yeah, they're just gonna be like, I seen this coming, and you just gotta let that man go.
So
he's on a crusade.
So my goals, like I said, is to help promote RTO Media and put out more books. Mortheous, what about you?
To read more books and to help RTO Media.
And speaking of, you have been reading more books, as I understand,
Indeed, I have.
What book have You said you actually stayed in last night.
Right now, I'm in a couple of chapters in to Perfect Pawn by our friend Andrew G. Nelson.
Nice.
Yep. Shout out to Andrew G. Nelson. And
I was reading Red Harvest, which was given to me actually by Maxine for Christmas. It's a graphic novel about the Holodomor in Ukraine. And it's pretty good. It's very anti-communist for some strange reason. I would show it, but I left it upstairs. It's got some pretty good artwork though, and it's a graphic novel about the intentional starvation of the Ukrainians by the Soviets. Real uplifting Christmas material, you know?
Yeah, well, it's, I guess, a
really
graphic novel.
The heart, the Holodomor.
A graphic novel that is against communism, though, that's pretty based, I will say. So
yeah, and it spares really no expense. It's from the point of view of essentially a kulak, one of the farmers, and you see his family over the course of a decade until the famine finally takes them all and their town and everything. It's really it's gripping. It's well written. It's well researched. And the artwork is written in a very, it's supposed to be as if the main character's drawing it in his sketchbook as it's happening. So, yeah.
Oh, wow. Speaking of graphic novels, I guess the guy who did Mouse is going to do a graphic novel on Palestine or something like that.
I don't know. I don't know. This one, she just saw it and she thought of me, and it was just happened to be spot on. I don't.
Actually, at Fan Expo.
Yeah, she saw it at Fan Expo.
And told him about all of his books, and that was the one that I knew you would like.
So
well,
it was pretty. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Well, communism sucks, and fuck commies.
What better for Christmas than a reminder of how horrible communism is?
Punch a commie? Question mark.
There's no question mark.
Punch.
You know what the Ramones said? Kill a commie for my man. Kill a commie today. And then some right wingers get mad because the next verse is kill a Nazi for Nancy. Kill a Nazi. Yeah. Fuck them both. I was telling you, Sam, I used to fight both groups of them weirdos outside of fucking hardcore shows because they couldn't let anybody not be political. It's the same shit now. That's why it's so weird to think about. It's all the skinheads fighting is exactly what I see nowadays. It's everybody gets puritanically for their side, and if you happen to be normal, you're just looking at it and what the fuck is good? I just like music, dog.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me get up close to the mic here.
Uh-oh.
Here's the dirty truth, if you want to know it. Communism and Nazism are kind of the inverse of each other. Two sides of the same shitty coin.
Well, yeah. Socialism, fascism, it's all the same.
Yeah, I'm not so sure why I had to lean into the mic to do that, but I it. It was cooler in my mind. I guess.
No, it was great. Now, especially your second guessing of it is what makes it really sells it. I like that.
That's how we do it on the Whitfield Report. So,
yep. So we've got wait till next year's Tim Awards. I'm sure we'll have more. It won't be prepared in 5 minutes. I say that, and she spent all day doing it.
No.
She's bringing up these pictures. I'm like, are you serious right now?
No, she did a good job.
Really earned that Producer of the Year award that she gave herself, huh?
No, you gave that to me.
She deserves it, and yeah, she deserves it. She should.
I know. Well, yeah.
Would.
That's why Stam's stepping up his production over here. Now he's got a studio audience. You heard about this? You seen this? He gives himself rounds of applause. It's amazing.
I would say that Maxine should try Grok too, or whatever it's called for image generation.
I did that with the Santa Claus for the Christmas episode.
She did with the Santa Claus.
That is true. So, also, I liked the Happy New Year's video that you posted to X.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Aww. Yes. So the awards was like way more than I had thought. Even when I was saying it, she's coming up with the.
I do have 2 more that I'm trying to.
So, yeah, you got more, huh? The show's over.
Right.
The show's over. Well, that part is.
Still making them.
Okay, you make your extra awards. Apparently, there's gonna be extra awards exclusively on X.com.
Cool. So Morton gave out his New Year's resolution. I think you gave out yours. Yep. I gave out mine.
Maxine
yeah. What about Maxine's New Year's?
Well, she left. So there you go. Maxine, her resolution was to be very awesome to me and do great things and stuff.
Yeah. Her New Year's resolution should be not to abuse you so much. So yeah, I know math still. It's fine. No, I won the Paw Tucket Award. You have no idea. That drives her crazy. I'm going to put that up on the wall. She's been trying to tell people for years it's not Boston, and now I got the award instead of her. Yeah, no, she got the
I don't even know how. I have no idea where those. This is crazy to me. She handed me this right before we went on the air, Sam. 3 pages in red ink.
I know.
Fucking bullet points. She's like, okay, this is the script. Here's your tie. Here's your glasses. I'm like, what tie? I said we give out fake awards, and then I got that.
She
was it fun at least? Did you like your awards?
Oh, it was fun. Like I said, I am honored to I'm honored to win the first Sammy Award.
You also got Writer of the Year.
Yeah, so now I can say the show is the award-winning Whitfield Report. So.
And there it is. You see, now we have a way to make ourselves award-winning because they don't want to let us be award-winning. Well, then we're just gonna make up our own stupid awards because these are every bit as valid as a goddamn like a fucking Fox News award or whatever. Fucking Oscar bullshit.
Exactly.
The Gamer Awards. Yeah, we've got the Tims. It sounds more respectable, Sam, than the Gamer Awards.
Oh, fuck yeah. It does.
Gamer Awards sounds like you're about to be like the target of like racial discrimination.
Actually, yeah. Speaking of awards, there, Max, you'll appreciate this one especially. Back in 2010, 2011. you've got a bunch of music students talking about the Grammys that just happened, and motherfucking Arcade Fire wins the Grammy, and we're people literally in college for music who've never heard of the person that just won an award.
She's gonna be mad that she walked away when she was working on the award thing for Craig, and he came in. That's gonna be hilarious when she gets back.
That's hilarious.
Sorry. Yeah, we gave him Doctor of the Year and also the Pussy Smoke Award. And she's working on like a artwork, and I made her. She had to go take care of the boy. His life. She been stressing over these awards. Craig, I don't know if you saw the award show. She hands me this 3-page script in red ink right as we're about to go on air with bullet points, no less. And I'm like, what? I was drunk. I suggested joke awards, and then she had artwork for all of it. And then she's mad that she didn't have it for the Doctor of the Year award. So I was like, yeah, well, we only have one. There's only one Right to Offend Tim award-winning Doctor of the Year. There's only one Writer of the Year. That's Sam. I thought I was just doing. I wrote Max was here all over the bathroom. Jeez. Tough crowd, you know?
Yeah, well...
Maybe next year I'll use crayon.
Well, you know, it's not like this. It's not like this award show is rigged or anything. It's
this is a serious. I was told it was the Academy.
Permanent marker next year, Max.
Hold on, the Academy of People Who Want You to Go Fuck Yourself. Yeah, decided all the awards.
I did not write that. You just made that up.
No, it says it right here on page.
Made that up.
Here's the Sue.
Fucking made that up.
But yeah, so by the way, Maxine, Craig is here, so he did win Doctor of the Year. See, he just became a doctor. Yeah, he just became a doctor. He just became a doctor, and he's already winning awards.
That's right. Of course.
You know. He worked hard. He deserves.
He solved the mystery of pussy smoke. That deserves an award. Okay. For years, men have wondered.
That deserves like. That deserves like one of those like scientific achievement awards. Honestly,
it's a stunning discovery. Never mind. Oh my God, Sam has retreated into a cocoon of safetiness, and here I am big. Whoa. Now he's very patriotic.
Yeah, no, Rumble decided to do its
rumbling.
Yeah. You know what? Rumble's New Year's resolution should be to fix Rumble Studio.
To work. Oh, sorry. No, that's fine. They're great. They have stuff that sponsors, and it was nice. And they hosted our award show and our charity stream. So great job, Rumble. If only you worked more often, you'd be the best site ever.
Yeah, and also we do have like a fairly good audience size. Also, Craig is right. Ice cream sandwiches, excuse me, do rule.
True. Is there going to be an ice cream sandwich makers crossover event at any point? Yeah, because we have the sandwich makers meet ice cream, so you got ice. Never mind.
Oh yeah.
Maybe
Speaking
you
of,
get me some ice cream sandwiches, And that's what I'm thinking of, Sam. I was wrong. I had this idea it was like a spin-off show, but what I actually meant is she should get me some sandwiches. My bad. You keep going.
And Max seems like get your ass up and get your own damn sandwiches.
No. Well, no, well, I married a sandwich maker, man. What the hell?
Well, also, speaking of the Tim Awards, Tim just showed up.
Oh yeah, Tim. Yeah, he's the winner of
in chat.
Well, one as an unofficial award is Tim of the Year, I guess, because he got an award named after him. That's a pretty.
Shit, he's got a whole award show named after.
Yeah,
him.
Tim got Best Co-Host Award, which I was robbed of.
Yeah, well, we
everybody's like, oh man, these
I don't know.
awards are
Tim is a great co-host on Bits and Bones.
We love you too, Max.
Yeah, I got biggest loudmouth. I got pain in the ass, and
Apex isn't here, so we can't.
It's okay.
We can't we couldn't nominate him for biggest loud now.
I dropped my coffee cup, Sam. It went ka-ching-ching. It was empty.
Yeah. So, where's the meta we need to get a most?
Oh yeah, she posted off all the winners were kind of fun. I mean, I don't know. Craig must have missed this, but I was reading it as such, right? And I don't know how well it'll come across, but if you can see the third page, faggot of the year went to Nicholas J. Fuentes.
Appropriately.
Let's see. What were some of the other highlight awards, Sam? Minecraft for worst movie. AEW Dynamite for worst TV show. And let's see. Oh man, this page was stacked. See, she's got every one of those is a different award. You see, tick 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 tick. It's like producer of the year gave to Maxine. Max's wife award goes to Maxine.
Yeah, that was like the that would have been weird if there were other contestants in that category though.
The competition was fierce for every award, Sam. Women's of the Year award, which I love. We go over the nominations one more time for that one because I love it. Was Elliot Page, the 4B movement, TERFs, Bits and Bones, and the Sandwich Makers, who won, of course, that award. Great stuff.
Yeah, no, they do deserve to.
Oh yeah, we should post pictures of my script here. It's ridiculous. She just hands this to. It's red ink too. That's like a Hollywood no-no. That's kind of funny.
Well, that it's a Hollywood no-no, but it's an RTO. Yes.
Yeah,
I guess.
That's not even going to be a good picture. It's just.
I'll get a good picture.
Oh, you can get good pictures. Okay. I don't know. For Women's of the Year, though, I was thinking Elliot Page should win Woman of the Year. That was my nominee, actually.
I mean, you're not wrong.
That dude is definitely a chick, right? Yeah.
He'll go back to being a woman once World War III starts.
It's weird.
I can't believe you guys got Tom Cripple winning the Tom Tom Cruise winning the Cripple Award. Best Cripple of the year. Sam and Mort and Tom Cruise wins. How did that even happen? Y'all say this is a rigged show. I would not have made that the result or the nominations. All right. Oh, we got Doctor of the Year award.
And the entire reason that that Tom Cruise even got nominated was because Maxine says that Tom Cruise is short.
This is true. He's cripplingly short, so he's Cripple of the Year now. I mean, if two cripples voted for him, then I guess it's fair, but we thought one of you would definitely win it. I didn't know Tom Cruise. Yeah.
Tom.
That's why we couldn't win it, Max.
It was too obvious. Yeah. It had to be Tom Cruise. We had to
subvert expectations, damn it.
Craig is also thrilled that he has fan art now, apparently.
There you go. That's what you get when you make a dumb idea and drunk on New Year's Eve to your wife, and she goes way far with it.
Ready?
I'm ready for what? Yeah, the Pussy Smoke Award. There you go, the Pussy Smoke Award. You should hang that on your wall. There you go. Yay. I would.
Yeah, I'd hang that up right next to my doctorate degree if I were.
That's right. That is the official Tim Award, Pussy Smoke Award. Something to be proud of. I mean, hey, he cracked a major mystery of life. Oh, shit. So besides everything blowing up and people dying in our shitty, half-assed award show that my wife put a bajillion effort into, what else was going on?
Well, like I said, I got
it all, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I will admit, a lot actually happened today, and it's only the first of it's only the first of the year. Well, I guess technically now it's the second, but
did you think you'd win all those awards? No,
and it's already January 1, and I'm already winning. At the year. That's that's impressive. And like I said, I'm wearing this cool dark Mac hat now. So
yeah. Well, it was serious awards. So I wore a tie. Right?
You did.
Oh. That means they're a big deal.
Most creative award. I appreciate the award. I'm not sure why I look angry, but I guess righteous indignation.
After all the times of looking gay, Sam has had enough.
Yeah. Well,
fuck y'all with that bullshit. Now I'm pissed. I got these awards. See. Yeah. Who's laughing now? Sorry, Sam.
Yeah, well, that is pretty fair.
They said, why call it the Tim Award? I don't know. Tim's a cool dude. You know Tim. You need another.
Yeah,
who's Oscar? Why call it an Oscar?
Yeah, well, Tim is the one asking that award question.
Well, he didn't know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's the one asking. Yeah, I was just like, Tim's a cool dude. You know Tim. That's the answer. That's the answer I'm going to give to everyone, even Tim.
Craig also says,
they'll be like, I don't actually know Tim. What are you talking about? I'm like, oh, you don't? Well, then maybe you might not understand why we named the award that.
Well, also,
it's also just very funny because it begs that question, right? And then you ask the question though, why do they name these award shows fucking anything? They're all stupid.
ours was actually the least stupid.
That's right. I'm like, the reason is because Tim's a cool dude.
Yeah. Which he is also. I see no bald people in being. Well, I mean, listen, Craig, our Tim, I'm pretty sure our Tim, Mr. Resisted One here, I believe he has hair.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's not bald.
And he's
no
also,
beanies for him. Well, maybe.
And also,
he lives where it's cold, so he probably does wear a beanie on occasion, but only because of that.
Yeah, well, like he has an acceptable reason, and also, our Tim is not like a Russian agent either. So
I hope not, man. That would be a long game. You know what? I wouldn't even be mad. You got me. Damn, bro.
That
10 years of this shit, and you were Russian the whole time, bro. You should be in Hollywood.
That would be the biggest plot twist, actually.
Yeah. He was a Ruski the whole time. Damn. Should have seen that one coming, honestly.
Yeah. Even I was accused of being a Russian ass at one point.
Well, I mean, it's because you're adorable. So it makes sense.
Well, you know,
if I was Russia, I would definitely hire a Sam.
Well, you know, I voted for Trump too, so you know.
Well, you know, they'll have a use for you. No, it's like Tim Pool's excuse is that he's just too stupid to know he was working for Russia, which I don't know if that is a good excuse or a really bad excuse, right? Which is it?
I mean,
so you're stupid is your excuse, okay? But then you're stupid. You understand? That's what you said, is that you're just so stupid that you could work for Russia and not know it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I'm not saying I want to put him in jail over it either. I actually just think it's very funny.
Yeah, that's the meme of, the guy has two, big red buttons to press, but they both suck, right? There's that meme, and that's Tim Pool's meme. So,
well, and he's saying they both suck. He's talking about Destiny and Nick Fuentes. Watching the footage.
Yeah, yeah. Did you see the clip today of Nick inadvertently admitting to that he's
no? Tell me, you're joking, right?
No, I'm not joking at all. He made some comment like, well, I couldn't be gay with Destiny because he was messing around with this guy that wears like a bracelet or something, and I don't wear bracelets when I do it. So
that's hilarious.
So yeah, he he's admitted he's now
really earning that Faggot of the Year award.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Also, I like the fact that he's now crying about censorship on X, but yet he was telling everyone to ban, all of his enemies about a year ago.
Crying about doxing. Doxing put him in danger and all this, and it's like, you used to dox people just for fun. You were proud of it. Nobody's been more proud of it ever than Fuentes. He flaunted it. I love when it comes home to roost.
Yep. So also, I know that we were kind of dogpiling on I know that we were kind of critical of Elon earlier, but Elon did say that Fuentes is that Nick Fuentes has shit for brains. That's a little quote now. So, and I think it's accurate.
Yeah, man. I mean, with Elon, we witnessed him have a tantrum. Of course, everybody's gonna fuck with him for it. Like I said, it brings up real issues that, you know, we could talk about. Hopefully people are more talkative about H-1Bs and the different ways immigration is impacting people. It's not all as simple as Jose jumps the border and, you know, stands outside of Best Buy or whatever to wait for a job, right? It's there's a lot more involved to the whole thing. And it gets lost in the noise most times too.
Oh yeah, definitely. So, anyway, are there any other stories, any other topics to bring up?
Oh, that's what I got. I think. Oh man, she does. What?
I was just gonna say that the sandwich makers were kind of changing our style a bit and gonna work on really finding our thing for the podcast going for in the future. And there's just gonna be some changes coming.
Okay, big announcement. Woo!
We're doing
You didn't actually announce anything though.
I am, if you let me finish. Saturday, the first episode of 2025 for the Sandwich Makers is going to be a total Stranger Things episode.
Okay.
It's the first episode of season 2.
Oh, season 2. Saturday. Sandwich Makers. Stranger Things. Weird noises.
So wait, are you guys doing like a watch together type thing? Is that what it is, or just like
No, they're gonna
review
sit
of
there
it?
and talk about all their little fangirl theories about Stranger Things, which is something they've wanted to do since the beginning and is their favorite thing to do. And I'm sure they're gonna have a lot of fun doing it. Cue weird dubsteppy music with weird noises. Wah, 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 wah.
Well, you know, I'll tune in for that. And also, I am still surprised that neither of them have seen, Twin Peaks before. But Craig says, why not do The Outer Limits? That's like Stranger Things for men. I mean,
I was like Twilight Zone original run for sure.
Yeah. But no,
because they like their thing, and they've been waiting to talk specifically about Stranger Things for whatever reason. And I was like, well, you should do that. Why don't you do that? And she's gonna do that now. That's good.
I mean,
it's
their show.
Day, Sam. If you like Stranger Things, I'm sure they will have a lot to say about the subject.
You know, I'll tune in at least for a good portion of it, just because I like Maxine and Penn.
Yep, and I'll be in chat like always to harass them.
Well, of course.
There you go.
So. Yeah, and then I'll be back on Monday. I don't know.
Bits and Bones on Sunday.
But we probably shouldn't forget that Bits and Bones on Sunday. Hopefully, Mort doesn't have internet issues this week.
I think I figured out what happened this past episode, so I think we're good.
Well,
I
that's
had
good.
an idea for a podcast. Yeah, I was gonna call it gay pornography.
Oh my god.
But I didn't think anybody would want to listen, you know.
I mean, there is already a podcast called.
I'm sure there's a market for it, Max.
Except no, because that's the problem, right? Is the people that were looking for gay pornography are going to come listen to my podcast called Gay Pornography, and it doesn't actually contain any gay pornography. It's just my random thoughts on things, and because I find that joke funny, you know.
Well, no, there already is.
So there's people that would be turned off by the name of it being gay pornography that would never want to listen to it. And then there's the people that would be looking for gay pornography who will listen to it, and it's not gay pornography. So basically, I've invented a concept.
But it could be gay pornography because of your ranting.
Yeah, there's literally no possible audience for this, Sam. Isn't that an incredible invention?
That is.
Yeah.
Also, though, I was gonna say though, if
gay pornography.
I was gonna say though, Max, if the podcast, crowd, if they really want to listen to a podcast called Gay Pornography, they should just tune into the Nick Fuentes show.
Ooh.
That's not okay. That I was looking for a rim shot there. That's not what I was going for, but I definitely need to fix the soundboard for next week. If we continue to
an idea
use
for a podcast, Craig, just an idea called Gay Pornography. Yeah, you asked for a rim shot, you got a rim job for sure.
That's fair. Also, tune into the Fake Untitled podcast.
Well, see, that's what I got to work against, right? He's got a name of a show called the Fake Untitled Podcast. I have to work really hard to come up with something to beat that, and I came up with Gay Pornography.
Yeah, but the Fake Untitled Podcast actually, they basically do what we do here at the Whitfield Report, and they talk current events. And
I feel like Gay Pornography should be a podcast about knitting. Just discussing the finer points of knitting. Knitting design. What do you think?
That would be the biggest. That would be like the biggest. That would be like the biggest disappointment. A gay guy would be tuning in to
Here I'm going to use the hook point because it gives you better angles when you're trying to pull through. You see like this. And that's the show, right? It's called Gay Pornography, but it's just 2 hours of knitting. Just the most serious too, like Ted serious knitting. You find those old ladies that it's all they obsess about is knitting, and you just give them an hour, and you call it Gay Pornography.
Yeah, well, Craig and Chad just said that the woke knitting scene is, there's a reason why the underwater basket weaving degree, I mean, there's a reason why it's a meme. So
I mean, baskets won't weave themselves, Sam.
They would.
Fueled by the profits.
Underwater.
They must be fueled by the profits from gay pornography. Don't you understand? How are you going to weave all those baskets?
Point taken. But as I was saying, you all should tune in to the Fake Untitled podcast. And I don't know when that airs exactly. All I know is that the episodes on Spotify. I know it airs on Odyssey and on Spotify as well. But when it drops is that's Evan's, It's basically when Evan, the main host.
What you're trying to say is when the fuck he feels like it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
That's a good schedule.
basically yes. Unlike us, they don't have a set schedule. I don't think.
Yeah, we have cripple time was the schedule up until tonight, actually.
Well, that's also a, you know what? I shouldn't say it because I'll jinx it, but that's a New Year's resolution as well. So
you're gonna run on non-cripple time. That's a,
He's gonna run on able-bodied time.
Well, you're already doing it.
Well, look, I'm not look, I'm gonna roll on non-cripple time. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I'm not gonna run.
I don't know, not from what Shmuley was telling me. He saw you jogging this. I was like, you must be mistaken.
Yeah, well, Shmuley, what did Shmuley get an award for? Least
efficient CEO. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, who are you going to believe? The guy in the chair or the least efficient CEO?
I rather have an inefficient CEO that gives me like the reins to commit bloody murder than an efficient CEO who downsizes me for no reason.
Fair enough. That's actually a real valid point.
That's right. And when everything goes bad, I am going to blame everything on Shmuley, you see? It was all his idea.
Yeah.
I'm retarded.
That is a genius idea. He can be like, wait, but I wasn't even there for that. And you could be like, yeah, but you were the CEO.
Yeah, but you signed off on that memo, bro.
I thought it was just signing. Then he can go. I thought I was just signing off like an expense report. So, and now apparently, did Rumble quit on you?
What I do is I send him like nonsensical emails all the time, and some of them contain official memo headings, and he's agreed. Like, don't worry, man. He's agreed to like if like whatever we get into, he's taking full credit for child slave labor, making toys in factories in China, all that stuff. It's totally his fault.
Oh, so you mean I can just like write off the new Bugatti I got on the company expense reports, and he'll just sign off on that? Okay, cool.
Well, you gotta write a justification for what it's for work,
Well, I've got to show up in a sharp ride for all of those.
Well, I mean, you are the but yours is a talent contract, so it's a little different. Yeah, actually, like as much as I own him, like he owns you, because you work. That's you didn't read you're an independent contractor, Sam.
Oh, wait, how am I? I know.
See, I send him all the junk mail documents, and he doesn't read them, and then he does that to you. Like, what did you do? I actually read them.
Yeah, well, that's why.
That's like before you could get the Bugatti, you'd have to put in like 4 albums. Like you owe us like records, 2 autobiographies, 3 film rights. So we get the film right to like the Sam Whitfield story, right? But we also get the film right to the unauthorized Sam Whitfield story, so we can tell it from another perspective. And then we even auctioned the rights off, and Shmuley won this, by the way. We were playing cards, and he bet this. Well, he won. He got pocket aces. I couldn't help it. But like he gets the 3rd film right to write the definitive film that clears up the misconceptions between the official and the unofficial authorized Sam Whitfield biography.
But wait, it's a conflict of interest since all 3 films were produced by RTO Media.
No, they weren't. That's why we're auctioning off the rights separately. We're going to work with different people on the project. We've already... You see, this is why you don't listen in meetings, man. The hell?
I mean,
You get lost after the wave 1 part, you know, and then you're just like, what happens next? I get it. Shmuley starts talking about synergy and shit, and you haze over. But like, yeah, we went over some pretty fundamental facts there about the licensing rights.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? Look, you know, Disney's executives all sloughed that off at meetings, and you know, look how well that turned out.
Well, yeah, at least we're not having a Disney meeting. Do you know how uncomfortable it is to be at a Disney meeting, Sam, when Mickey Mouse walks in the room?
Yeah.
No, because everybody got to be on their best behavior, you know, because Mickey don't play that. You know what I mean? And he's going to come over and he's going to be like, do you got Mickey's money?
Yeah, no,
scary shit.
I know he can be intimidating.
Yeah, I never met him myself, but I heard stories that Mickey Mouse is a fucking lunatic.
Yeah, no,
people are afraid of Suge Knight. Suge Knight's a nice guy. Just from my experience, he shakes my hand. I wasn't afraid for Suge Knight. Like, I didn't think he was gonna kill me. Mickey Mouse, though, you never know.
Yeah,
he's just got that like stare in his eyes, Sam.
It's the sneaky bastard you got to worry about.
Yep. So, you know, also I guess Diddy is still waiting.
Yeah. Oh, and a Christmas album, Sam. Once you get the Christmas album, that'll be all the projects out of the way, and then you'll be in with Black Ink. You know.
Well, you know, I already recorded the Chris. I already recorded It's a Crippled Christmas with you know, but more didn't show up to record the duet part. You know,
that's right.
I'm not sure where I was that day. So,
probably sleeping.
We're gonna need a full Crippled Christmas, and then you signed on to the one where you're gonna sing the Sinatra standards.
Oh yeah, well I'm already working on that one.
Yeah,
so.
That's good. Shmuley keeps asking me about it. He says I should break your legs again.
Well, you know, joke's on him because like
Sammy Sings Frank is, you know, it is marketable. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've got the same, you know, there actually are a few photos of me where I'm like looking like Frank Sinatra too. So
that's good. Because we just updated it with all the AI shit. So like even when you die, right? We like own your image. You know what I mean?
Well,
so
yeah.
Make an AI. Like you'll be cool. Whitfield Report will go on, you know?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, we'll just make AI Sam. And we'll have you sell Prime Energy and Lunchleys. And what else? Oh, lotteries for children. Crypto. We got to have a Sam coin. Oh my God, we need like 2 Sam coins, really. One that we actually are pump and dumping, and the other one that's like we say is a joke that we're going to pump and dump, but this time we know what we're doing, but really we're just going to pump and dump again because that's all a meme coin is.
Yeah. Well, we actually do need like an experience token too, like an RTO coin.
That's right. We can gamify it so the more people watch, they get little like experience points.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Get them good and addicted, you know? Because fuck people's time. You know, that's your currency. Imagine giving a fuck about giving people content. Jesus. No, you're supposed to sell them cheap crap, Sam.
Well, you know, we don't sell cheap crap, but we do sell high quality books, all of which are on sale.
Speaking of cheap crap, where is the Pussy Smoke shirt there, Max?
Yeah, this is kind of what my rant's about, man. It's tough to get distribution on merch. Anyway,
that
no, we just gotta Sam, just gotta change your image. We gotta get rid of the MAGA hat, right? Because that's divisive. We probably gotta go blonde, just the tips though. Spike them up, and you gotta talk with real and then put color, like maybe blue or pink or something in there. And you're gonna play video games.
Talk with the upward inflection.
Upward inflection, always, right? Very important. You gotta say, "Hey guys," Can you practice the "Hey guys" for me, Sam? We want to get the AI to get it just right.
Hey guys, listen. God made me a bass baritone for a reason, Max. You know it's true too.
I know.
So,
but you got to get the "Hey guys" down, or they won't watch the video. That's what I learned.
Hey guys.
Hey guys. It's the guys. It goes like
What? My other favorite one is like, comment, and subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe. Even the subscribe has the in it. It's the Zoomer It's a generational tick.
Yeah, it's retarded. But
that's okay, because we're gonna sell these awesome Sam action figures with like optional wheelchair.
There actually is unironically a Professor X action figure with like a removable wheelchair that like I had as a kid. So, and now I guess that like they got rid of the Professor X wheelchair figure because
you just break the rubber bands out the legs on them old GI Joes, right? And then you got to cripple.
That's not very inclusive.
Yeah, well, apparently that was offensive or something like that. So
yeah, they can't. If you break that little rubber band in them old things, right? They wouldn't be able to use the legs anymore, and they'd be useless. So they'd be crippled. That's how you would do that.
Yeah.
I know because I accidentally crippled a whole bunch of my GI Joes. Make their legs not work. Like, fuck, man. Now he's gotta be in the fucking infirmary ward, right?
Yeah, or you could have gone super dark and being like, now this one is a POW. So
just have them crawling across the battlefield. Please help.
Yeah, if you got
marketing. What else we were gonna do is we got a billboard and we were gonna put that AI version of you on it. And if it didn't work right away, then we're also gonna put like a word to grab attention, like blowjob.
Well, for some
these are viral marketing strategies that are every bit real, Sam.
No, that's why See, you don't use my photo for that. You use Melanie and Max's photo for the.
Well, yeah, but we don't have, we can't use that, So, we get an AI version of you, right? And then use AI to make it a girl, and then it'll say blowjob.
The funny thing is though is like Grok. Okay, so I don't know why this is, but Grok, basically whenever I ask Grok to draw me, it looks like Shane Gillis.
Maybe have you considered that you just look like Shane Gillis?
I look nothing like.
Well, that's not what Grok told me.
Well, yeah, of course. Well, listen, Grok thinks you're black.
Yeah, exactly.
So
right. So how is Grok wrong? Explain this to me.
The question is, Max, are you black?
No.
So then Grok's wrong.
Yeah, but how? I want to know. I'm asking a serious question. Nobody's been able to answer why it thinks I'm black. It doesn't even really bother me. It's just weird.
Well, I don't look like Shane Gillis, but apparently Rock thinks I do.
Bastard is biased. That's how.
Yeah, maybe you look like Shane Gillis, and maybe I'm black.
Yeah, but again, these are both questions that we would like to know the answer for.
I don't know. I'm told AI is smarter than me, right? Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe, but I doubt it. So,
well, what kind of evidence do you have to prove that, that Twitter is wrong?
We did have the Twitter files, which prove that they wrong. But
Twitter files ain't grok.
Yeah, no, that's true.
I'm saying the claim is that you look like Shane Gillis and that I'm black. And what evidence do we have to the contrary of that? What evidence do you have that you don't look like Shane Gillis?
Who's Shane Gillis?
His face.
Yeah, the fact that my actual photo is up on.
Yeah. But that doesn't prove that I'm not black either. So clearly the face isn't enough anymore. So then what?
I mean,
maybe you look like Shane Gillis in your heart. Okay, maybe that's what grok is representing.
Shane Gillis isn't even like he's not like a
Shane Gillis.
I like him, but
I don't know.
I like Shane Gillis, but he's not even in my top 5 comedians. So.
Oh, comedian. Okay. Phew. I had no idea who that is.
Yeah, he's like a comedian and podcaster and yeah.
So,
anywho,
you do look like him then.
No. You know who I look like? I look like Sam Whitfield. That's who I look like.
That's true.
That is true. Anyway, I think that just about does it for tonight's show. Unless you guys have anything else.
I'm gonna give the award for best award show to the Tim Awards. Thanks, everybody.
I think we can actually all agree on that. The Tim Awards is the least, it's the best award show, the least pretentious. So
we should do the Tim Awards every year.
Sponsored by
sponsored by American Pulp Adventures. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to buy any books from American Pulp Adventures, you can follow the link to my Amazon page in the description, which will also be available on Spotify. And thanks, everyone, for a great 2024. We're looking forward to, a great 2025. And I'll be back on Monday. Sandwich Makers on Saturday and Bits and Bones on Sunday.
Yay.
Thanks for tuning in and have a great night, folks. Take care.
The right to offend is not some pesky little part of freedom of speech that we have to put up with. It is the heart and soul and lungs of freedom of speech. It is the coursing lifeblood of human progress. It is the instigator of liberty and modernity and science and understanding. What a laughing stock today's student leaders are, that they can so casually dismiss the right to be offensive without realizing that their lovely, enlightened lives are the gift of individuals who gave offense. Offensiveness is not just something we have to begrudgingly accept. Offensiveness is the motor of human progress.
Thank you for watching the Whitfield Report live on the Right to Offend Media Network. Make sure to check out Sam's books on Amazon, Audible, and Kindle. You can follow Sam on X at SamW_NGC and the Right to Offend Media Network at RTO Media. Like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends. And until next time, God bless, God save this great nation. God, freedom, legacy, in that order.